Definitely. My name is Katerina Adarchenko, and today we will talk about how use main message from strategy in your communication work. So if we go have strategy, it's usually big document about your current position, your main image, your main archetype. We have big lectures about that, about your message, about your projects, about opponents, and so on and so forth. We also have separate lecture about this issue. But it's big documents which usually interesting only for main staffers and head of your election campaign. But why we need that? Because usually the strategy is also quite expensive document. First of all, we take the strategy from pool and focus groups. So benchmark research, which like classical tool of boosters and focus groups, give to us additional information for strategy. And obviously, we also have analytical note from your district, and you can perfectly understand what's your target audience, what voters live on this audience, and so on and so forth. So what voters information, and so on and so forth. So after that, we form main message box. So message box, it's basic message of campaign. So for example, you find like basic message and you find slogan for your campaign, for example, forward as a slogan. So you have this main slogan and you have message box. So this is document for strategy which you need to share with your campaign. So with whom? You use this main message with press secretary because they need to understand your main message to communicate this main message with press. And if you know popular candidate, you have, or if you current in position, you have a lot of questions from press and big interest to you. You also use this message for SMM, all social media marketing, because you also need to synchronize these messages together. You use this message for field campaign. So I mean, this volunteers work. So you also give to them, some script. So they use the scripts in phone banking, in emails, in conversations, door-to-door campaigns, and other issues which you use on election campaign. So totally elections, it's no, if you don't talk about like presidential elections, you do all this main messaging like 1-2 months. It depends on your country where you do that. But originally, this part, like field part, it's very important to synchronize with press work, with FMM. And one more issue. If you candidate from party, you have not only your strategy, but you have also strategy of party. No, I mean, obviously not party in the evening, but political party. So you also need to synchronize their message box and your message box, and synchronize that your press, your SMM, and your field campaign, like phone banking, like working with volunteers, like door-to-door campaigns, synchronize also message with all this stuff. So that's why strategy is crucial, because it's take information from research, it's modified to message box, it's for main slogan, it's for main theme which you push in the main period of time. So for example, for 2 weeks, we have message about introduction of candidates. So you mainly said about your biography, about you show your archetype, and so on and so forth. So the next week, it can be different message, for example, from your political program about additional money to healthcare. And it's very important to move also all your structures in the one period, in the one schedule. So it's also crucial for your success in political campaign. So if you have questions, please contact me or SSC Group company, and we will do also this short vlog to answer your question about political campaigning. My name is Katerina Adarchenko, and take care.